it's very easy. Well, it's not very easy, but it's much easier to play in a final of, say, this tournament, where you win 2.5 grand, or you win, 12, 1500. You know, you win a lot of money either way. But doing this, you either win a lot of money or you lose a lot of money.
Yeah, that's it. You definitely don't have anything to fall back on. It's all the pressure's coming out of your back pocket.
That's exactly right. I asked Woodsy if he'd like a drink, and he said how many, and I said, well, as many as you want, really. So that's all you got. You get a few drinks at the bar from the other guy. But this first frame has gone a bit wayward for both players here. Start talking about the match a little bit more now. I've explained the conditions and tables and whatnot. I think I made. I thought the first half of the match was pretty good, and I made a mistake at like 5-1 or something, and Mick come up and had a big go at me. Stop playing silly shots or something, and I said, I think I've played alright so far, and so man, it's so much easier from just sitting here and watching. Like he'll look back at this and see the mistakes he's made in the first frame and maybe apologise. You got to go and play, Curdy. Hey. Alright.
Alright, Kurt's had to go and play a match.
Scooch over a bit, Manny.
So, Smiley's going to replace him.
Sorry, I was just watching the shot there. He's just tried to leave the shot on the top cushion there. Pulled up a little bit short. These are shots that Jake's is great at, but first frame jitters.
Oh,
You will never see Jake miss a ball by that far ever. So that just goes to show you this guy. I rate him as like a top world-class player. And just see what you're watching. That's how hard it is out there. It's just so different. Jake has won, like we said, Jake has won everything, but he's not really ever played a money match like this before. So it's different.
jeez.
And
Also Mickey.
Mick, I put probably about top 5 best one ball potters in the country, and I couldn't tell if he was trying to pot that or double it. I just want to stress early on how freaking hard it is out there. The more all of you see this, the more you'll understand. Like, all these top players are all human. You make mistakes. Put the top players under pressure, and this is what's going to happen.
First frame jitters.
First frame jitters. I was talking to Alec every night. I talk to him and I bug him with questions all the time because I think he's the best person to learn off. And he said to me, he said, Robbo, which is the hardest frames to win? And I said, oh, the last. And he goes, the first and the last. And he asked me about my match with Woodsy before about to start, and he couldn't really stress how important it was to win that first frame. It can just set the tone for the entire match.
This gets you off to a good start.
Yeah, that's right. It just gets you feeling positive. He just really wanted to leave his yellow on. And I think
Not really seeing him too well yet.
I think what Jake wants to do is leave the white on the same cushion the yellow's on, so Mick can't play a snooker and bring the black down the bottom left corner pocket. Something like that, that's a great shot. He's completely ignored me and he's played a great shot instead.
Left it all in the open.
Mick's just finding his call it range of where he can leave the white. That's going to make the hardest possible shot for Jake. I think you're going to see him double the yellow into the middle of the table.
Try and play snooker.
That's right. Try and bring the white to. He's going to have another look. Try and bring the white around there, and hopefully the yellow will land around where the blue spot is on the snooker table, or a bit further. To get the snooker would be a bonus. that black's a lot further down the table than what the camera looks like. It looks like you can just sneak this in and
Yeah, he'll
get on
just
with
come
the
off
next
the
frame.
cushions and yeah, should be sweet. There's
But
no in off there, I don't think.
the black's a lot further down than what you think. This is not an easy shot.
Oh, he's gone double. Not confident, Robbo, or?
No, the cut was really hard, and you got to think about how these guys must be feeling right now. You know, they're not. They're more concerned about how they're playing than actually winning this frame right now. Now they're both just wondering what the hell is going on. These guys aren't playing this match to try and make $500. There are much easier things they can do to try and do that. What they're doing is they're putting themselves deliberately in a position that feels a little bit uncomfortable. You know, throw themselves in the deep end a bit, test themselves, see what you're made of.
Dusty Giorgio said you can't fire.
I can't fire.
Fucking Jesus.
Jeez, Gus, I got 2K in my back pocket that says I can.
Yeah, Jake, you might feel a little bit better about that.
Yeah, so all the guys who know Jake and know Mick and you know how great they are as players and winners of the game. Just take big note of what happened in that first frame when you apply pressure, and they've neither one of them actually applied pressure to the other guy. They put it on themselves. So I'm telling you, when you play these guys in tournaments and stuff, they cover pocket, pot their ball, you know, try and do little things to gain an edge. I tell you, we don't like it when we're playing a player who we should be comfortably plays all the right shots and does all the right things and put us under pressure. We don't like it. It's a great textbook break
Nice
there.
snap, but bad luck didn't get the ball down.
Oh, I thought he got a red in, sorry. Alright, Smiley. What do you do here?
Mate, you're the expert.
Hey, you can't keep handballing stuff back to me. I'm just trying to enjoy my jack here and watch some pool. What this is just it's get that last frame out of your mind, clean slate. It's 1-0 race to 11. You got a long time.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they both chopped that frame up something shocking a number of times, and Jake happened to fall over the line first. Jake won't be feeling any better than Mick right now.
Yeah.
In fact, in a way, because Jake is favourite to win this match, if I'm Mick, I'm really happy about that first frame to see how much Jake is struggling as well. At the end of the day, if you said to Mick or Jake, you'll win 11-6, but it'll be a terrible match and you don't feel like you would have got much out of it, you know, they'll take it. Or 11-10, you lose and you learnt a hell of a lot. It was really entertaining and stuff like that.
Oh, Jakey.
They'd rather take that. Wow, it's
Still a little bit nervous. I think you're right, Robbo, about what you're saying.
Yeah,
sure.
you know, he should try to glide that in. That probably would have gone in on one of the other tables, but he hasn't really struck it very well.
Yeah.
Red's here. This is one of those situations. Do you go for the out or don't you? I think you definitely do. I think you saw him. He's just going to roll this in, play the red over the corner pocket, go into the little cluster there.
Might just try and pick them off and come for that, the top one of the pack. Just try and kick it out a little bit off the bottom one. Yeah.
I play the red into the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Or the corner.
If you can land the white exactly where he's lining up now, so it's like a half full pot.
Yeah.
I like your shot.
Yeah.
So it depends on what mood you're in. This is going to skid a lot.
Yeah.
This could even go into the. He's played that. It's a bit too hard. While you're getting used to the tables, I probably would have gone to them with a little bit of pace, because that was a really delicate shot. You haven't got the pace of the table. You don't know if the cushion's skidding or not.
Is it quite a quick table, or
It
I
is
haven't
quite
played
quick.
on it?
The cushions bounce beautifully.
Yep.
Cushions bounce beautifully. It runs at a good pace.
Oh,
So I got distracted by a text message from Jamie Stevens. I think it's Jamie Stevens. It was an unknown number, but the language used, describing how Jake's playing, he's not quite impressed so far. I think after a few frames, you'll see them loosen up a bit. Like,
yeah.
they're both too great to.
Yeah,
play
keep chopping up. Yeah, for sure.
I think this yellow goes in the middle, or the corner. Does it go in the corner, Matty? Okay, well, that shot he's played. He's underhit that, something shocking.
He's kind of alright because he can just go into it with a little bit less pace.
Yeah,
and
but
just bring it out.
The problem is
Got the ball over the pocket.
it's like a quarter ball pot. The black's going to move a lot. The white's going to move a lot. The problem is, yes, you should be right, and yes, I do back him to pot this, but this should have been a formality. He should have had this in the bag.
Yeah.
Now he's put all this unnecessary pressure on himself. And it all adds up. It all takes its toll. See, there's no control here. See, you see exactly what happens.
Oh.
Now he's probably still going to come off the cushion and knock this in.
He's
But
got,
like
he's
I
got
said,
quite lucky.
this should have been easy, and now look what's happened. I spent a lot of time thinking about the game and all that sort of stuff, trying to become a bit more of a student of the game. And too many of the top players, or too many players everywhere, rely on recovery shots. They think it's okay. That's right. I can probably do this. I'm good enough. I should be right. Well, that's a recovery shot, and you shouldn't get in that position to begin with.
Yeah. Should be focusing on your position at
that's right.
all times, trying to get the best position possible, obviously.
I still back him to get this, but it's tough.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah.
Half ball, fine. Good recovery, but yeah, like Robbo said, shouldn't have really been in that position.
That's right. If you're playing frames of pool and you just find yourself running racks and making outs, and you feel like it's almost boring or a little bit too easy, that means you're playing fantastic. That means you're landing where you want, you're potting the balls in the order that you want.
And you got that wide under control.
That's exactly right. If you're making the game look easy, then you're playing well.
So third frame, it would be good to see how Mickey reacts to that. I reckon he should come out firing. You know him better than me.
He's been practicing a lot, and he's been playing well, especially the last week or so. He is playing well, but it's very easy to play well at home when it's nice and comfy, cozy. You put a movie on the TV in the background that you like. Everything, you just feel good. You're playing for $10. It's all good. This is different. Driven 4 hours to get here. We've come here to play pool. He knows he's known he's had this big money match for a while now, so he's kind of very excited about it. There's a lot of emotions and stuff going on that you've got to be in control of. It's not a physical sport where you use all those emotions to, footy or something like that. That's right. Charge into your opponent. You need to be calm and relaxed, and it's very hard to do. Right now he's thinking, Jesus Christ, I've done all this practice, come all this way, so excited about this match, done all the right things, looked after myself, and I'm playing shit the first 2 frames. He's got to.
They're great players, so they come back from that, they just wipe it clean.
That's it. You got to reset. Forget what's happened. You're 2-0 down. Your opponent is playing just as bad as you are.
And you've been unlucky. That's pretty much just what you got to think, and then try and get back into it.
Just start again.
Yep.
Jake's at the bar, probably to down some nasty stuff. He's either, well, he can't play any worse, so it's probably not a bad idea. Where Mick, yeah, he's just sort of sitting there, just wanting to get on with it, really. Crowd's down to one supporter. He's looking around though. He's might be making a move. Jake's got to do something here, or he's going to disappear.
Whoa, whoa!
Tell you what, he's almost knocked Mick's head off.
That's a good way
I reckon he
to
was half
win.
aiming for Mick there.
It's not a bad way to win. Knock your
Jake
opponent's head off.
Yeah, that's it. Well, Mick was it. Very nice, very nice, very good. That's actually the most witty thing I've ever heard you say, Kurt Dunham. Just for the record, that was a Kurt Dunham comment. Jake just cursing at himself there. He's All right. Well, if this can't get you into gear, nothing will. The balls have landed good. I mean, with one shot, this is. You still back yourself to get this on either colour really, but with two shots, this is pretty much ideal.
Probably reds are a little bit better, do you reckon?
Yeah, I'd say reds.
He's got to. He should be.
Just
fine.
don't do something like foul or clip the jaw and yeah.
Leave it dead. You just got to make sure of it.
Now you just map you out. Take a bit of time here. That's good. He was about to play that shot. Just get down and play it, but knows what he needs to do.
Very solid, compact cue action there. I reckon he should not do much wrong here.
Yeah, that's it. His cue action helps him under pressure and whatnot, but like we saw that last frame, didn't save him there. Jake's probably one of Jake's biggest strengths is when he plays bad, he still seems to win. His B game, I'm not entirely sure quite yet, but his B game still seems to be good enough so often. Where a lot of the top players. Oh man, another inch. I don't understand that shot at all. Like, you got two shots, you know.
So easy to criticise though here, but yeah,
it is, yeah, but like,
really should not have been anywhere near that position.
You need to be able to think clearly under this sort of pressure. If you can't think clearly, you're relying on yourself to make these great one-shot pots and recovery shots, and you are not going to beat Jake, no matter how bad Jake plays. You're not going to beat him playing like that. He's made the out. He won't be happy with that though. He won't be happy with how he went there, but he's got his first frame. He's on the board now.
That might calm him a bit.
Yeah, that'll settle him a little bit. I mean, if I told him 3 frames in, you've made 8 mistakes, and it's 2-1. I mean, he's going to take it all day. But Jake just has a knack for being ahead and winning matches when he just doesn't really do anything. And the times when he does do stuff, it's just freakish. Jake can play the game sort of how Benny does. He can just make it look ridiculously easy. You know, just get down, a couple of feathers, just bang, bang, bang. See it all so quickly. There's pros and cons to that. He's got a ball in here. Trying to keep the ball rolling.
Look ideal.
Yeah, yellows are a treat.
Yeah.
See that red on the right hand center pocket. That's, you can't hit that with any pace down the rail. It is not going in. But the pros and cons to playing quickly and flowing. When you're playing good, and the balls land in a positive way where you just sort of nice good long pots and just the balls string together, that's when it's a big advantage. You just don't make mistakes. You're flowing, so you control the white well, and you're just potting everything in, and you pot things clean. The
And you
problem is,
see the big pockets too. It's
yeah, that's
amazing
it.
how it just widens.
That's it. I don't know the measurements of the pockets, but they do seem to just double in size.
Yeah.
But the problem is when you're a flowing player, and that's just really how you like to play. When you're playing bad, or when the balls run in a negative way, it's hard to all of a sudden slow your action down and slow your thinking down and play well, because you want to play flowing. That's the problem with it. So you basically try and decide what kind of player you want to be.
And if you can do both, perfect.
If you can do both, it is perfect, but very rare. I'm trying to think of a top player in Australia who does it really well. I'm struggling. Most players seem to just, they pick one or the other, really. I don't think they actually decide. It just sort of happens naturally. Well, he's lost the white a little bit here. He's really just got to start making these outs and making them in the way he's intending to, not losing the white and happening to be on another ball, because that luck's going to run out. He's got to start stamping his authority on this match as soon as possible, because I guarantee that there will be a point in this match where Jake will go berserk. There will be like a 6-frame period where he just won't make a mistake, and he'll probably win 4 or 5 of those frames. So, and that will happen. Wolfer's doing a deep and meaningful talk with Pete here, and Pete's just staring ahead. I don't even think he realises he's in a conversation. Alright, where's this black go? Matty Kerwood.
I reckon it goes up the top left-hand corner, through my eyes.
How do you get on it?
You play the centre, huh? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Play the centre, play the left-hand yellow, and then try and leave a thinnish last. I reckon it's not a very good shot.
Well,
You still get on it though.
can't tell if this is cuttable, or maybe you go for the double if it is cuttable, Curdy.
Might run on a bit. You might run past and then run back over.
The white's going into the reds. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but maybe you'll take the risk.
Yeah.
Go for the double if it's on, maybe.
He's got to be careful though, because if he hits a
Tell you
thin,
what, there's actually a chance he might come off this yellow half ball and go for the snooker. I quite like that shot.
That's, yeah.
Yep, I like this
Good
shot.
steadying shot.
Yeah.
Puts the
And all he's
ball
got to do is
over
play
the
one
pocket.
of these well.
Oh, he's a little bit stiff.
That's a good shot. This is not an easy shot.
Nah,
This,
for
I'm
sure.
telling you now, this red up the rail is borderline impossible.
Yeah.
There's no chance he will take this on. It's basically got to nail this long yellow. And normally I back Jake. I normally back Jake all day, every day to knock this in, but he's struggling a bit. Right now he's looking at options to, can he play this red and leave the white in a certain spot?
Yeah, like Kurt said, I reckon the top red goes for sure.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah.
There we go.
And he'll
See,
give
he's not going to keep missing. He's not, he sooner or later he's just going to start knocking everything in.
Yeah. I don't know. Will he play safe or will he just go for the out? Will he play the red over the other?
Yeah, you go for the out and you play it in a way that you run the red down the rail in or over to cover the yellow.
Yep.
This is still a lot more tricky than what it looks. I'll try and go into the... Oh, I'll tell you what, he's... Oh. I don't know what to say. It's easy to say what I think he would normally do if he's playing well, but see, if I'm Mick, I'm liking this option.
Yeah,
Can
you
he-
get double cross double and then
Can
just leaves it in
easily lose
bottom
the white
row,
here.
bottom
This
pocket.
double can miss.
Oh, that's
He's-
good.
he's
That's
played
not a
that
bad
well.
shot.
That was still probably Mick's best chance to win the frame if Jake didn't make that. Oh, by the way, these center pockets are cut almost like 9-ball pockets. So this red to the right middle is so much harder than what it is when you stand up tables, pretty much every other table in the venue. Any shots like that where you got to try and snipe the balls to the middle pockets on this table, it's half 9-ball table cut. Which in my opinion is how it should be.
Good shot.
Nice little out there. See, now Jake's starting to make these little outs that Mick's not making.
That's obviously what you meant when you said playing badly but still managing to win.
That's right, you know, he's still. How on earth is he 3-1 up here? It's because he's just Jake McCartney. No, but I can't think of a worse player to play against if he's in the lead and he's playing bad. There's not a worse player to be behind in a match and him not playing well. Because he tends to play very correct pool. So if he's 5-2 up and playing bad, he's still going to play the correct shots. When your opponent's playing the correct shots, it doesn't really matter how bad they play, there's always still a chance. It's pretty much a perfect break there by Jake.
Not a bad break, is it?
Yep. This is about right. I mean, you can't ask for a lot more than this. I mean, obviously when you break, you want it to be nice if they all just roll in. There's a little bit of work to be done, but just the right amount to make it interesting to commentate. Kurt's saying yellows, jack up, reverse side, maximum. I think he said just play with a bit of right and left.
Have a 15 mil tip, you reckon? 16 mil tip.
Who's that?
It's Kurt.
Oh, Kurt, he does here, big tip. Oh, well, it works.
Nah,
Hey, this.
hit left and right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's end up hitting the middle.
Yeah.
This red is a lot thinner than what it looks. Camera is once again very deceiving. Very deceiving. I still back into pot it, but the white's the issue.
Yep. Yeah. Just a little soft screw.
See,
It straightens it up, doesn't it? The screw.
Yeah. He's not gotten into that, and he might have played it with a touch of accidental side.
Yep.
See, a lot of people here when they're on yellows, they're thinking, oh man, how lucky are you to land there? But the way you need to think about it is, playing a guy like Jake, you are blessed to even get a shot here. So be happy with whatever chance you get, just take. So if I'm Mick, I'm really happy about this situation. You got a chance. It's an ugly one, but it's a chance.
As long as you got a chance, something can go wrong. Something can happen.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just trying to get the white on the top cushion. Not quite right. He was trying to get the white around where his yellow on the top cushion was, thereabouts.
Apart from huge guns. So.
Shrinking guns. Well, he can play the loose shot. He can cut the red in the middle and try and hold on the other red, but planting the black over towards the other yellow, the white's going to run a bit. He probably doesn't really have much of a choice. Just try and take the pace off the yellow. Oh, I don't mind that shot. He's backed himself to make that tricky shot. But the thing is, with that shot, it's full control. He knew where the white was going. Look, he's perfect on his next red. It's a full control skill shot, where the other shot was an easy pot, but the white was going to fly and you don't know what's going to happen. So always play the more skillful shot. Even if you're not making them now, you're going to get better and you're going to make more of them in time. Well, Mick is a big chance to take control of this frame. It was another decision. Am I going to try and pot out? Am I going to try and play safe? But big chance to take control and to go 3-2 down. Both players would be delighted with that score, considering how they're going.
Yeah, it's been pretty scrappy, wasn't it?
Very good. Smiley, what are you doing here? Put you under the pump again. What are you trying to do? You going the out or you playing safe? What are you doing?
I don't know, I reckon Mickey will go the out.
I think he will too.
Yeah.
I think he'll have a go.
You get a nice shot off that top yellow around the angles to the two near the middle pocket, and you're pretty much golden with the one near the black in the centre.
Yeah, that's right.
So
it's pretty much got.
And I think he's a little bit straight.
A bit straight here.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna have to pump it in with a lot of top right there, or something like that. That's it. He might be tempted to just actually screw the white back a couple of feet and run the yellow down the rail and cover the pocket. That's
not a bad idea
that'd be an
either.
option.
Yeah.
And you can't let ego get in the way. You can't be stubborn. So you got to change plans when things aren't going right sometimes.
You've got to just try and always take the right shot.
That's right. Always play the right shot.
To win the frame, yeah. For sure.
Even this yellow on the far left-hand cushion to the middle, on most tables that's just an eat. That's a great shot there. He's meant to do that. That's a really good shot. It's quite easy, but you actually want to land quite nice on it because that inside jaw is really sticking out quite far.
You know, I reckon he could be just doing the original plan and maybe go the right-hand side of the yellow, the two yellows on the cushion. Might play that and just leave a thinnish cut to the centre.
Yeah.
Try and get around.
This is one of those outs where it doesn't require any good pots, just keep control of the white.
Yeah.
Hard to tell if the black goes into the bottom left corner or...
I think it goes to the middle.
Yeah, it goes...
From this angle, I think it goes to the middle.
I think he's pulling up here.
Yeah.
That's a great shot. That is a really hard shot with how he's feeling. And on this table, I'm telling you, that was a really hard shot.
That should give him some confidence.
That's right. He's sometimes when you're not playing well, sometimes go for a shot like that and it can kick-start you into playing better. Obviously, if you miss, you're going to feel even worse. But these are decisions you got to make. If what you're doing is not working, don't keep doing what you're doing. Try something else.
The definition of madness.
Insanity from an Einstein or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I couldn't quote it properly, so but I knew he did say something like that.
I think he's got a slight angle to get around for that yellow into the centre.
I'm looking at the table now. It's almost straight. He's got a little bit of angle.
Might just drop in off that.
This yellow goes in this bottom left pocket.
Yeah, it might just drop in off the jaw.
Yeah. If he just pots this and then plays the black in the same pocket, we both just look like fools, really.
Right, well, you know I am. I haven't won a thing.
The camera can be very fooling.
It can't it?
He's trying to decide if he maybe plays the black to the same pocket, or does he have half a pocket with this yellow, so he's got no angle. I just really can't see.
I reckon he has a pretty good angle.
No, yeah, he had about half a pocket.
I think what you need to do there is cue it in, not kind of sort of bash it in.
That's right. You could tell when he was down on it. He's just had a couple of awkward feathers and
Yeah.
kind of hit it. As soon as he hit it, he would have known he's cued that really poorly.
Yeah. Got to kind of feel it in.
That's right, yeah. Glide it in.
Yeah.
Just pretty much anywhere. Run the right forward a few feet. Yeah, that's all fine.
Expect him to pretty much mop this up
Yeah.
fairly easily.
Ah, yes. Yeah, Susie probably beats me more often than Mick does these days. Well, I was telling everyone there how well Mick's playing, but it's making me look like an idiot. Even though Jake's 4-1 up, he won't be happy with how this is going at all. He's just, he's trying to have a good match, good pool. Wants to look on back on this and see some good pool and learn some stuff. But he's made a lot of mistakes, so he'll learn from his errors there. But there gets to a point when you're making so many mistakes, you just chalk it up to playing bad. I just couldn't execute anything well. But when you're playing good and make some mistakes, which you're always gonna do, then it's much more easier to
get back from it.
Analyze it, and sort of go, okay, I'm playing good, so playing bad's no excuse, and this is why I made the mistake.
I think this might be a bit of a safety frame.
Yeah, tactically, I'd say they're pretty even. I would say that Jake has the better offensive safety, and Mick has the better defensive safety. And what I mean by that is, say if Jake covers a pocket, Mick is very good at smothering balls, making the frame go long, and then sending the black down there and making a big mess of things. Mick is very good at that, where Jake is very good at identifying when he's behind in a frame and potting your ball or doing something that basically says, all right, I was losing the frame anyway, I'll give you 2 shots, I reckon you're about a 60% chance to pot out from here. All the best, or good luck. So that's the difference between offensive safety and defensive safety. Is he looking at potting out here?
Oh, you just be putting this
I was
over the
gonna
pocket.
say.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
even for Jake, would have been asking a bit much. So right now, if you're on yellows, you basically want to try and get your balls into a position that you can win the game as quickly as possible, because reds are a mess. So you need to try and get your balls, promote them as quickly as possible. And reds, you're trying to make this game go long. You're trying to make yellows a bit of a mess. It's just not working for him. There was nothing wrong with that shot. Jake has three tricky yellows, maybe even 4 tricky yellows if he didn't do that. So giving him 2 shots there was the right option, but
he needed to hit the red and put it over the pocket.
That's
for
it.
sure.
Oh, he's got a kick there.
Oh,
He's definitely got a kick. I saw that, and he's just pointing at the wide, asking for it to get cleaned. Very lucky, very lucky for Mick there, because 2 shots from there, I can't really, still tricky, but what's he got there? He's got a bit of
2 chalks.
bit of paper and 2 chalks, or
I think it's 2. Oh yeah, I think it's just 2 chalks.
Marc umpired the mine and Joel's match when we played, when myself and Mick played Benny and Joel. He did a really good job. Caught Joel doing a shirt foul that helped me win the frame, so I thought I'd get him to umpire this match too. No, he does a good job. It's actually not easy to umpire he's doing both matches, so like 4 hours straight, calling 30 seconds all the time and being vigilant. It's not that easy, so we buy him a few drinks, say thank you. The players also donate. They help CueballTV sort of keep these live feeds going by donating 10% of the entry fee to CueballTV.
Off
You know,
the
so
money matches or for
yeah,
just
for the money
the
matches.
tournament?
So for example, myself and Woodsy's match, the winner does 10% of the entry fee. So we're giving CueballTV $100, and that it's not a lot of money, but it's a start. And promoting this game, it's all about baby steps. And as long as we can keep helping CueballTV out, he helps us out, and we all help each other. Then before we know it, CueballTV's making $500, $1,000 at these sort of events, and we can start turning it into something bigger and better.
Just a big shout out to Dan Lynch, does an absolutely amazing job with the live streams at every tournament.
That's
Absolute
right.
champion.
Incredible job. First rate. You should see all the technology he's got down here. It's unbelievable. Like we come to these tournaments and we do I've got my wallet and my cue and my collared shirt. And sometimes we forget our collared shirt because 3 things are too hard to remember. He's got 3 luggages and suitcases and I don't know how many thousands of dollars worth of equipment. So we really do appreciate it. Jake's just decided to knock in double after double and big shot, and I think that kick's almost made him angry. Yeah, Jake's angry now.
Yeah.
That kick.
It's focused. It's almost like just refocus you.
Yeah.
Straight up.
So that was just the one thing that put him over the line. I'm not having this shit anymore. That's it. I'm going Jake McCartney berserk style now. Look out. So now Jake is playing better than Mick. Mick is playing poorly and he's 5-1 down. There are other top players that you can work yourself back into the match. Other looser style players, I'll drop a couple of names, and now these players are incredible players, but guys like, he'll hate me, guys like Rusty, he probably runs more racks than anyone else. He's a huge momentum player when he's playing at his best. He's probably better than anyone else, but he can do some silly things, and he can take some big outs on, and sometimes if they don't work, you can win some cheap frames. You can win some easy frames by just laying a couple of snookers and then rolling in your balls with 2 shots, and you start to feel good. Where Jake, regardless of the scoreline, he's a very good front runner. He's doesn't have any problem crossing the line to actually win, so that won't be an issue either. And he plays very correct. So big ask for Mick here.
Hopefully you can put up the pace though, Mickey, and make a few outs. Put it back into
That's right.
a bit even. That'd be good to see.
Things can happen very quickly. Things can swing very quickly. My match with Woodsy, I was 4-1 up. 4-2. Oh my god, I can't even remember. 4-1. Sorry, 4-1 up. And I can't remember what exactly happened. I got a little bit lucky, or he missed an easy shot, and I got back in the frame, and I won that frame, but I probably should have lost it. So that made me go 4-1 or 5-1 up. And then actually, that's right. I long doubled the black at 4-1. I should have lost that frame, and I long doubled the black to go 5-1. Should have been 4-2.
Oh yeah, I remember that frame.
And then he's won the next frame. So if that long black doesn't double in, it's 4-3. So you can be 4-1, 5-1 up, and in the space of 10 minutes, there can be 1 frame in it. Jake knows this. He's taken his time. Thought I'd give you a little plug there, Rusty. How'd you like that one? See you, big guns, buddy. Great shot there from Jake. There's still this. He's got to land straight on this last red. So then I
think he's got a little bit off, so he's going towards the top cushion, I think.
Oh, you know what?
With this angle.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. I thought he was on the.
He's got a lot more angle than it shows on the TV.
Yeah,
to
you know
be
what?
honest.
I actually even thought he was on the other side of the red. So that goes to show you how I'm seeing it. Yeah, he's actually got a lot of angle here. This white's actually going into the bottom yellow.
Yeah.
Bottom left to land on the top
screws it
red.
over.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
A bit of check side.
Now playing this. Well, I assume he's playing this top red, yeah. And Smiley's just pointed at the monitor to where he thinks Jake should put the white. I'll probably explain it. on the snooker table where the yellow would be on the yellow spot around there, but are now another foot up the table. But he's just gonna.
So he's just got a better line.
He's just gonna roll this in, I think. No. Oh, that's a great shot. What do we know? That's a far easier shot than what we were talking about.
Well, the pot anyway, yeah.
This match could seriously be 5-1 either way, 3 or 6-0 either way. It could be any scoreline. But Jake's now made 2 nice outs, goes 6-1 up.
He looks like he's got his focus and
He's got his
mojo
groove
back.
on. That's right.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to see a bit more of the Jake McCartney. He's just dropped his cue. Now it's caught in a chair. I was just going to see if he's going to accidentally snap it.
That could be well for
He
Mickey.
does. He does have a nasty looking. Oh no! Is that his? Oh, it looks green. Looks green on the monitor next to those 2 CCs or whatever they are. Looks green. I think
Yeah,
he
that's
just.
CC and dry, I think.
I think he went to the bar and said, "Give me something potent and nasty, because I can't play any worse. I need to loosen up here." Nick's doing a side cushion break here, and he's played it soft.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit of safety break, trying to get himself into it.
I think 3 balls hit. Yeah, I think 3 balls hit there. I like the defensive break, but you need to prioritise not foul breaking. I do like the option of the defensive break there, but I think hitting the front ball and just taking a bit of pace off is probably a better option. But like, you know, there's the pros and cons to that break Mick's just done. Is that if he does it good, 4 or 5 balls hit, he makes it go scrappy. Then
these reds are just in
yeah,
line.
that's right. Then that's fine, and the frame goes long, and you can try and slow your opponent down. That's all good. Obviously, if it goes bad, then you get this result. But Jake's starting to play quite well, and the downside can be is that when you're 6-1 up and you get into a tactical frame and you're feeling good,
Hello, you too.
it just lets you feel good for a long time. I would if I'm going to do the safety break there, I would probably do it after winning a frame. So then you make the next frame go about 20 minutes, and you've won the last frame. You're now 6-2 down, and you try and squeeze out a good tactical frame to go 6-3.
Just for something different, you reckon?
Yeah, he's tried to mix it up a bit, but I just think you should do it off the back end of a win.
Yeah, just change it up and try and get your mind into it.
Yeah. Wow, that's such a great shot. See, Jake's just now. You can tell in the style he's playing. He's probably going to do a similar shot here. Play this red, left-hand side off 3 cushions, and white in the middle of the table. Looks
And
pretty
Robbo,
good.
you're spot on.
wanted a bit straighter, but that'll be alright. He'll just think of something awesome.
He'll come in between those 2 yellows for the near the black spot, and then come for the left-hand one.
That's it.
Or
Between the gap,
do
glanced
that.
it. A little bit of a lucky bump there, but when you're playing well and you're taking the balls on, that's just when little bumps and nudges happen to go your way. Still a fair bit of angle here.
I reckon he'll go around the angles again.
Go around
2
again, around the
cushions.
angles again.
Wide.
If you can play this one to the middle with avoiding those yellows, it's probably a good option. It's actually a lot harder than what it looks. He's probably going to do something awesome and just make it look so easy. No, this is quite tricky. This can go real bad, and then Mick looks like a genius. Oh, yeah. I can't.
I thought, yeah, the in-off
I can't stress
was,
how hard that shot was. He's played that with stun run with side, he's made, like, that's the shot of the match so far. That was such a hard shot. If he hit that top cushion in a centimetre in any other direction, that was going wrong.
Even too much slide, it slides out.
That's
and,
it.
You know, snooker yourself.
So I tell you what, 6-1 up, these blacks look much easier than 6-1 down.
Yeah.
And that's how the match just starts to look, really. When you're 7-1 up, everything just works. He made the white travel so much there, but still made it work. It's like I said earlier, Jake was always going to go on a rampage. At some point in a race to 11, he was always going to go berserk for 5-6 frames. And there's not much you can do about it. If he's getting to the table at some point for a period of frames, he's going to make magic happen. And if Mick had won a bunch of those first frames and went, let's just say 3-all, Jake's gone berserk for a few frames and it would be, you know, 5-3 or 6-3, and you're still well in the match.
I was just about to say, if he goes 5-3, wins couple, and then he's definitely still in it.
Yeah.
For sure. And when you're down, it always seems like when you get in the table, it's just there's nothing on. There's
That's
nothing,
right, yeah.
nothing easy.
That's exactly right. You can have 7 balls out in the open and you're just thinking, God, what's going to go wrong this time?
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably just going to get a kick. Might as well just put my QA
draw,
now.
Yeah,
I'm just going to draw something. I'm going to put a bit of accidental side. You just start thinking weird things, but Jake's feeling so good now. He's got 2 dead reds and the black's awful. And look at him, he's thinking about how ways he can pot out. He's going to top spin the white into this yellow, extract that, free that, double this, triple that.
Oh, he's going just a little safe. Oh yeah,
No,
cannon
see, that's
safety.
just a fantastic shot. He's freed up his dead ball. He's promoted that ball over pocket. That's what I'm talking about, how he plays the right shots. 7-1 up. He didn't play the loosey-goosey shot some of the other top players
to
will
let
play.
him get back in.
That's what I mean about how I can't think of a worse player to play against. When you're behind, because he just puts the boot in, something shocking. He was 4-1 up and he's just gone bang, bang, bang. He's playing awesome. And now he's just put Mick in all sorts of trouble here by playing just a good steady shot.
It's put Mickey right under pressure to get a good safety in. And he's
Great
done
shot.
a ripper.
That's a great shot there. Mick will still fight. Mick knows that he's not playing well and he's up against it here, but I guarantee you Mick will not think this match is over. He's not waiting to lose this match, I guarantee you. Mick's a very good, he's what's the opposite of a front runner? A back runner. Whatever you want to call it, he's very good at that. But of someone of Jake's class,
especially with just making sure of frames.
Yeah, it's simply going to be
just by doing these little things,
yeah,
you know.
Just constantly making it harder for Mick. It's going to be so hard for Mick to win here, just because simply Jake has so many breaks, and Mick's going to do some dry breaks. Jake's simply going to have so many chances to win the frame without Mick getting a shot that I really can't see Mick coming back from here, but you never know. Just going to take a slight break. I'll be back in a moment. Going to chuck Matty Kerwood on for a bit. Here you go, Matty. Here you go, Matty. How's that? He can play in front of 300 people, but he can't talk to them. All right, I'm going to see if Butters wants to have a bit of a chat. Here you go. I'm going to get Kurt on. Here you go, Squirty. How you going, Jason?
Good, Butters. Good to have you here. Good to have you on.
Thanks, mate. Just been watching from the sidelines. This has been an extremely one-sided affair so far.
Has been. But like Marc was saying, it could have gone either way.
Early on.
Yeah, early on,
Yeah,
for sure.
I wasn't. I don't think it was the greatest idea for Scerri to try and play the safety break before. He's just pretty much saying to Jake, I don't know what the hell to do now.
I'm unconfident. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, obviously he knows what he's doing. Oh, what a shot!
Well, wouldn't you just give it a bit of the Greek? He's got to try and make something happen.
He can definitely make something happen here, I reckon. They bottom yellow of the three, I think, goes inside the red.
Yeah, he'll definitely be able to get it out of there.
Yeah.
And if he lands about the same height as it, he'll open the others up as well.
Yep, for sure.
Just a slightly awkward shot at first. Don't know how straight he is on it. Hard to tell from here. He should be able to just run down, no worries.
Yeah. Stun run through. Oh, a little bit of stun, isn't it? Nah. Oh,
Yeah, that's
just a sign of how uncomfortable he is.
Would not have hit the side of a barn then. He just hasn't looked comfortable the whole time.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he's trying to do here, unless he's trying to push one across and just run the white through onto the black and red there.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he can really do. Yeah, that's the shot. And he's played
to try
it well.
and keep Jake from doing anything.
But Jake doesn't have to do much.
Nah.
Sorry about the brief intermission. Just one very annoying human being trying to squeeze behind everyone.
Yeah, he's not the greatest.
No, don't worry. If he comes in front of the camera, I'll point him out for everyone.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to miss him.
Well, this is the shot now.
Ah,
Got to
sure.
get that red out.
Yeah.
Don't want to overplay it.
No.
Just want to make sure it stays open for the yellow above this one, which he's done, and a pretty good result there.
It's pretty good. It's pretty important just to try and take it simply, not try and overthink it or overplay it when you're down, for sure.
Very true, and he's just laid up, which
might have got a slight kick there.
He might have.
Not really happy about it.
But he didn't play it with any sort of confidence.
No.
Jakey will probably just take this hole now, or I don't know what else he can really do there, unless he can get that red back inside the yellow that he just pushed over the hole. I don't think there's enough room.
He'll probably lay that over pocket, or pot it straight up.
He'll have enough room to get this out, otherwise he wouldn't have played that shot.
Yeah.
Oh mate, you drive a truck through there.
Yeah.
So only a miracle will stop it from going to 8-1 now.
It looks really tight on TV.
But
like Butters said, you could drive a truck through it.
Doesn't seem.
And he's in
might not be as straight as he'd like, but I reckon he can still hold. Yeah.
Yep.
Roll in, and 8-1, and the deficit is not getting smaller for Michael. And that is urination break. And Scerri will just be going, all right, what do you do, mate? I don't know.
Just try every time. That's all you can do, eh?
That's all you can do
Against
at
Jake
8-1 down.
McCartney.
But you've got to at least make some outs and get some pressure on him. He's not feeling any pressure. He looks loose at the table. Looks comfortable.
Completely different to the start of the match,
Yeah.
which is completely understandable, especially when
For
you've
sure.
got up to an 8-1 lead. It's
8-1.
not going to be very easy for Mickey, but he can do it still.
Yeah,
for
well,
sure. Anyone can do it. Oh,
we
yeah.
thought there'd be at least one very close match tonight, and it doesn't look like that's going to be the way it happens. Hi to my lovely fiance Wani, who's at home on babysitting duties for the weekend. Forced me to come away without her.
Can't believe he didn't come up.
Yeah, she's upset a few people. No, I'm all paranoid now because Tanya Ahmed's sitting next to us with the headphones on, and I thought she might have had a mic, but she isn't. She's just listening to us. So I'm all right, being heavily scrutinised for everything we do at the moment.
It's not nice, I'll tell ya.
And thank you for the bird too, Tanya.
And McCartney just strolling back in with not a care in the world, it seems.
Doesn't look like he's in the middle of a match for $500, does he?
No, it doesn't.
Mate, I'm sure it's been mentioned, but how's the mullet?
The mullet?
Yeah,
I think he's going very soon, I think.
Mate, it's driving girls mad.
Yeah. I think he's got a couple of weddings that he has to go to, and someone, I don't remember who it was, he's said, "You're not coming to me wedding unless you chop it off." So he's not happy about it.
Well, I hope they were talking about his mullet.
Yeah, yeah. I think that person was Brenton Collier. So if you're listening,
the engagement
hello.
Party.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair call that.
Oh, really?
Well, Scerri's just laid up there. He's in. Look, it's
Was that
tough.
off a break? I wasn't really watching. Sorry, mate.
No, it was a dry break.
Yep.
No, it must have been Scerri. He's taken reds. Wake up to yourself. He's that was talking to me, by the way. He's taken reds and just laid up straight away. So he's just played the snooker. He's got it. He has to make something happen.
Yeah. You can't just wait for it with these top players.
No.
You got to try and take it.
Especially
well, you
at
got to take
8-1,
it.
and Jake's going to be pretty comfortable and have a crack at anything. So
Yeah. But like
he just needs
like
a nudge
Marc
on those middle balls. Doesn't look like either of them go. The two reds stuck together by the left middle.
Yeah,
You can get on the bottom one, play it in the corner.
Yeah, that'll go. That'll open them up definitely.
Yeah, either end. Probably knock it down here.
And it certainly helps as we see Mickey Scerri getting the jigger if you play snooker and you're pretty proficient with it. It helps.
Yeah,
just the touch.
He plays a bit of snooker. He's handy enough with it
Yeah.
for pool. So in or over would probably do the job here.
Yeah, either other.
The red at the bottom of the table behind the yellow does go across into the right hand corner.
Yeah, it does. There's a bit of room.
Oh, has he hit it?
And he's just spotted it.
Lovely pace. Well, how's he going to get down here, Jace? Does he play the big screw shot into the top right corner and try and get in?
I reckon maybe a touch of touch a top, touch a right-hand side, try and, I don't know.
Around the angles. If he
It
he
depends
can
what
just-
ball you want to get on.
Well, if you can get on
obviously.
the right-hand side of the table, he can probably play the red into the left pocket off the yellow.
Yeah,
He'll have enough angle to do that.
yeah. And then it's a natural to come up for the black in the centre. So
Have a look at JR at the back of the screen, will you? The arms are out, like he flaps them around like he's trying to fly all the time.
oh, he's gone for the. Oh,
Oh, he's in trouble.
it's a world of pain, that one. I don't think that was the right shot, but
Well, I don't understand what he was really trying to do.
yeah, it was a bit of a nothing shot, wasn't
It's
it?
too risky to try and get right down here on this red.
Yeah, you got too many
Yeah,
balls in the way, you know,
yeah.
and then you have the pocket. And Donny Colbert's just come up and taken me co-commentator.
Yeah. Donny's clearly thinking there's something wrong with people from Melbourne tonight. But it's only one, really.
Yeah.
And the more I think about that, I really don't know what he was talking about.
Oh, he's missed the cannon. He won't be very happy about that.
He's got more opportunities to do it,
Yeah.
and Scerri's got nothing, really.
Yeah,
Jake's-
he's kind of really buggered it up for
Well,
himself, and he.
If he's left right in the in between those two balls, anywhere along the line of the table, he'll be able to cut it and get it out. But Jake's not going to leave him there.
Nah, just too experienced, too smart for that.
Yeah, that's right.
Knows exactly where to put it and where to make it hard for him.
Yeah, he's not going to force it out when he can just play a shot like that where
Yeah.
he's got about 3 square feet of table to land in.
Yeah,
Be
like
safe as houses.
Robbo was saying, he's saying the exact same thing. You just play it safe.
Yeah, he plays the right shots, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, pulls back when he needs to, pulls the trigger when he needs to. And he does it so nonchalantly, it's quite annoying when you're playing him because it looks like he doesn't care. Try and sneak in between them. He's probably a bit unlucky. If he caught it a bit thinner, he would have been in behind, but as it is, Jakey's
He's got a straight.
one reasonable shot knocking in the middle, and then it's over.
Yeah.
And that should be the frame now. Out to the middle of the table.
Yeah, shouldn't do much wrong
Probably
for me, for
Not
sure.
quite the middle of the table. He should probably go up the other side now. Up the left-hand corner. Oh, he's almost straight on that. Bit deceiving.
On the left ball.
The one he just played.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks a lot more angle on the TV, doesn't it?
Certainly did. Now, he's made this a little bit awkward, but he'll work it out. He's certainly making this a lot tougher.
Making it
than he
harder
thought.
on himself, yeah.
Yeah. He's got a tricky cut, or he's got to play this up the top.
He'll probably
Screw
play it up
back.
top. Yeah, stun it in.
Either
Or-
way, look, where the Reds are, he's not going to be too bothered. Playing the double.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good shot. He doesn't need to come around the table. He can just drop it
Nah,
in.
yeah,
knock in
just
the
drop
black.
it in, leave it fair, maybe
Where the yellow is, pretty
3/4
much.
ball, half
Yeah.
ball.
Black on the spot.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
Nice and still. Cued it well.
And
Wide
left
on
the
the top rail,
yeah,
just for
that's it.
good measure. Just to go, if I did miss, that's where you would have been anyway. So 9-1. Things are not looking up for Michael.
No, it's very hard to get back from here.
Yeah, it's I'd say near impossible, mate.
Yeah.
Old mate Marc has just poked his head around to have a look at the score on the screen and gone, oh my God. Being a very close mate of Jake's. He will not be disappointed with the scoreline.
Not one bit. I don't think his son will either, little young Matty Curwood.
Yes. Mini head. Oh, yeah.
Now,
Just been alerted.
Marc Curwood has just made the ultimate call and say, put the cameras on me.
The semi-final of the
got a
$30
semi-final.
comp tonight. Steve Gray, Marc Curwood.
For a lazy 50.
Semi-final. That's like Gus in the final of the Blongs comp in Geelong. He wanted that televised. He said, you must be joking, mate.
Gussie, if you're listening.
He wanted it played on one of the top 3 tables and on CueballTV. Robbo's in the final against him. He's going, no, mate, let's not do that.
Gussie, I know you're listening. I don't think Butters is. I don't think you deserve it. I think that's what he's saying.
I'm saying, why would you want to?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It's just going from bad to worse for the poor fella.
Can't do a thing right, can he?
No, you'd just be.
Which is not
he'd
not something with ability. It's just getting unlucky.
Look,
for sure.
He would have been frustrated earlier on, but it'd be a bit more resignation now, going, oh,
yeah,
what is going on?
Oh, a little miss from Jake might pep him up a little bit. He could get a couple frames here if he's got the break, hasn't he?
Yeah, still plenty of work to do in this one though.
Yeah.
Everything's on except for the red down here next to the yellow. Well, that's just incredible.
Yeah, he's not confident at all. Understandable. 9-1.
I'll go right out there and say that's frame. Jake will still be thinking about the silly little miss he did a minute ago and going, come on, pull your head in, finish this off. Regardless of the size of the lead he's in, he's not going to want to stuff up a couple and let me get a bit of confidence, because anything can happen.
Yeah, that is just
nicely played.
A nice
just
shot.
Little half ball. Landed a bit awkward. He probably play the one back in the same pocket.
Yeah, he's just made sure of the frame with that shot. It's just a good shot.
Yeah, he's just came up on that a little bit. He'll still be all right. Well, Gus has just sent a message saying that his final in the Blongs comp was better than the quality of the final in the main draw. You are an arrogant little tool sometimes, mate. You'll never be able to prove it because no one watched. Love you, Gus. And that's just about a perfect kiss.
That is.
It's done.
Done and dusted.
Little
this
screw
frame.
back, knock the black in.
So straight.
10-1.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty hard to see him missing here, so.
So 10-1. Okay, so this is getting tougher and tougher to commentate because just more and more of a nothing match. It's the frames don't really matter now.
Yeah.
Because he's playing for pride now, so just for pride in himself and trying to show himself that he's still got a bit in him. So it'd be nice for him to break and run one. Oh, he's done a Noonan. He's done a Benny and dumped the
Benny Noonan spastic break, you reckon?
Yeah. Oh, careful, mate. Last time I said that, I got absolutely drilled.
I know, I remember listening to it.
Yes. But,
I think it was you when I heard that.
Yeah, it was the big guns last year.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Now look at Marc Robertson just sitting
there. There's a big shout out from Johnny Hauser, mate. He's very happy to hear your voice on here.
Thanks, Johnny. First time I commentated, I think, for this type of match.
It's good to have you on, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Usually it's always the same people.
Yeah. Jamie Stevens.
Yeah, me, Jamie, and me and Jamie.
Just a little shout out to Jamie. I've taken your spot.
You've been replaced, solid. Sorry, mate, he's better looking than younger.
Nah, it would have been good to have you here, son. But yeah.
It's going to be pretty standard out. What's Jakey got? If he's on the other side of that red, it goes. So just probably figuring out how to get around behind it, which you use this one in the corner here, the bottom left corner.
I reckon he pots that red in the centre of the table, straight to the right centre pocket. I think it goes.
Reckon it goes?
I think, yeah.
It's close. Knock this up the corner and then try and get behind it. Oh, yeah. Just layer up a bit.
He's got a good angle here.
He can play into it if he wants, because he'll still hold for the other one. He'll be on either the ball he plays into or the red up the top.
Yeah, he should just play into maybe a full ball into the top yellow above the red, or just do that. And he's not on it.
He's not. He won't be happy with that.
Nah. You saw him give a little look.
There's life left in Scerri. How serious is Robbo looks sitting at the end of the table there?
Mate, how wide is he?
Well,
he's
a ranger. You can't help that.
Yeah. He reckons he's lost a bit of muscle mass.
Yeah. Well, he flexes them a bit more. Oh, the guns were certainly working for him tonight, mate. Played very well.
Did play very well, didn't he? Didn't miss very much. Played solid.
He's in great form at the moment. Oh, yeah. And the kiss.
Oh. Yeah,
well,
he's on it.
When they're rolling for you and you're feeling good, that sort of stuff happens. When you're the opposite
every time,
and you're scary, that kisses and snookers you every time.
Yeah.
It's just how it works.
Every time.
And that's the ball game.
Yeah.
Well
done, Jake McCartney.
Yeah, well played, Jake. I feel a bit terrible for Scerri, actually. He'll be very disappointed with himself.
Yeah, he definitely has the ability to make it a lot better than that.
Yeah, and thanks to Stealth Williams for reffing all those games. He's the only way for him to get on CueballTV.
Nah, big shout out. He did a great job.
Excuse Mr. El Presidente Don Colbert for just yelling in our ears.
I think he was saying something about a money match without the big guns, was he?
Oh, who was that with? Another one?
I'm not sure.
Thank you especially to Dan Lynch and CueballTV for filming this great event hosted by Paul Victoria at the Commercial Club in Albury. It's been a long day of qualifying, been some good matches to watch tonight. And yeah, Michael might want a beer or two after that one.
Yeah, I think he'd be going straight to the bar.
Possibly even 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'd be very disappointed. And look, he's a tough competitor. He backs himself all the time. So I'm telling you now, if Jakey said, let's go again right now, he'd do it.
Yeah.
So he'll be back to fight another day without a doubt. And I will bet one of my 4 kidneys that he'll get a better scoreline than that. So.
Yeah, he'll want a bit of revenge after that one.
Yeah.
For sure,
Without a
next
doubt.
time he plays him.
Yeah, and Jake knows he didn't get anywhere near Scerri's best game, so he wouldn't have expected an easy match, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's how it went tonight. Thank you for joining us. Going to sign off myself.
Yep, same.
And yeah, good night, viewers. Good night, Wani. Love you. Thanks, Jace. Been a pleasure.
Thanks, mate. See you guys. Have a good night.